Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I'm Liliana, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful buttercream marble cake with an Isomalt cake topper. If you guys want to learn how to make this, well, keep on watching. So this is how I made this beautiful cake. It looks more difficult than what it is, but it's very simple to make. Basically, I just crumb coat my cake and then I pop it in the freezer, gave it a second coat of buttercream. By the way, the recipe that I use in practically all my videos will be, the link will be in my description box down below. So basically what I did is that I used this, which is acetate sheet. It comes in different heights and obviously size. But what you need to do is cut the size that you need. And then what I did is that I covered it with buttercream. What I like to do to have that nice marble effect is I just place my lightest buttercream here and there on my acetate sheet, and I like to give it an uneven effect on it. And then what I do is I take edible food coloring, normally gel, obviously, because with the liquid it wouldn't work. It's just gonna go everywhere. And I start with either a toothpick. I make little lines to give that nice effect, and I also take a brush and I smudge it, and then again with my spatula I go back and forth. And if you want to see, like in the video I show you, if you want to see how it's going to look on your cake, what I do is I just lift it up and then I turn it around, and then you can kind of see how your pattern is going to be, which is kind of nice. And this is why I like acetate sheet. And also after using it, by the way, you just have to wash it and then you keep it, you can reuse it. So that's what I like about that too. You can also do the same technique with parchment paper, but the only difference is you can't really see. See this, you can see through, but the parchment paper you can't really see your design until you unwrap. So once it's wrapped, I pop it in the freezer to make sure that it's nice and hard, so that the buttercream, when I say that, it's not like 20 minutes, 5 minutes to the touch. If it's hard, then you know it's ready. It doesn't have to be like super long. So once your buttercream is hard, then you're just gonna unwrap it and you have your beautiful buttercream marble cake. And that's basically it. For the Isomalt topper, again and again and again, I keep saying it, do not touch the product once melted. Please, 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 you will get burned. What I do is that if you're not comfortable with the product and you don't trust yourself, use gloves. There's gloves for that. You can use gloves to make sure that you don't burn yourself. And please don't work with this product around kids. I have 3 kids. My kids know that whenever I'm doing an Isomalt cake topper, nobody's in the kitchen. I literally say, I'm doing an Isomalt cake topper, nobody comes here. Because if there's an accident, then I know that I won't have any regrets because my kids are not supposed to be here. So that's for the security purposes about that. Isomalt comes in powder. You can have it in crystal. I prefer the crystal. I do buy the powder once in a blue moon when I can have my hands on crystal, but I prefer crystal because you kind of can know like how much you need powder. You need so much to create like a small cake topper, but I prefer crystal, but that's my own take on it. And basically what you need to do is just have a pot, and then on low medium heat you just put your Isomalt inside, depending if it's powder or not, it doesn't matter. You just put it inside and you let it melt until it's completely melted. Then you can use it. You don't need to add water. There's not a specific quantity that you need. It's simply the product in a pot. You let it melt and then it's ready to use. To use your Isomalt, what you need to do to mold it, you have to have a silicone sheet. Very important that it's silicone sheet, because that product will get hot so quickly, and it will, like, you can't use it on parchment paper. It's gonna go through, it's gonna be a hot mess, like literally a hot mess, and you're gonna burn yourself, you're gonna burn your counter. It's gonna be, no. So use a silicone sheet, one like this. So this is what you need, and this is what you're going to use. Okay, so you're gonna use that, and any bottle that you have that will give that nice shape, and then you just need clips here and there to clip it. Another thing that I have, because some people were telling me, Liliana, mine breaks, like why? It's probably because you're making it too thin. to make that kind of topper, if you're gonna unmold it, it has to be quite thick. So you can't make that topper with a thin layer of melted Isomalt, because when you're gonna unmold it, it is gonna break. So you kind of need your product to be a little bit thick. Many of you were asking me how long does it take for it to be completely cool. It really depends of your room temperature, but I would be like maybe from 30 minutes to 1 hour really, and just leave it down on your counter. It's like that, you don't touch it, nobody touches it, and 1 hour later it will be cooled off, and then you can just remove it from your silicone sheet. That's for that. Also, what I like about Isomalt, you guys know, I love that product because you can add food coloring. As you see in my video, I used airbrushed food coloring because it's so liquidy, and then you just take a toothpick and then it creates that nice marble effect. You can do numerous colors also, so I like about that too. You can also, if you want it to be one color while it's melting, you can actually add your color while it's melting in your pot, but I always like it either clear or marble effect afterwards. Also, some of you were asking me, why is mine sticky? Well, it is a base of sugar, so it's kind of normal, it's gonna be sticky. I always do mine in advance, leave it on the counter, and then when I'm ready to put it on my cake, I put it on my cake last minute so that the client has a nice cake topper and it doesn't come foggy. Sometimes, depending on the company that you're using, if you put that kind of topper or product in the fridge, I don't know why, but it has tendency of becoming foggy and is more sticky, especially because your fridge is cold and then you bring it to room temperature, so it kind of does like condensation, so you will get like more like a watery kind of effect. So if you don't want that, just place it on your cake last minute. And I think I answered all the questions. If you have more questions, don't be shy and ask me in the description box down below, and I'll see what I can do. So this is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and click the notification bell button so you get notified of all the videos that I put up. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.